Speaking of 26 points, Javin Nicholson had that on Sunday against Florida. She's feeling a sense of urgency. This could be her last home game of her career.
And she knows that she needs to really bring it, and she's going to battle with the bigs of LSU inside.
LSU controls the tip. A win tonight for LSU. They secure the number 2 seed and a double bye in the SEC tournament next week in Greenville.
Georgia plays a matchup, and this is a defense that teams have struggled with trying to figure out, is it a man, is it a zone, is it some kind of junk defense? Will LSU figure it out?
Aneesah Morrow did. The turnaround at the bucket for Morrow, the transfer from DePaul. Here's Georgia's starting 5. We mentioned Javin Nicholson, but Jordan Cole is coming off of her first career double-double. She was big on Sunday against Florida.
Jordan Cole, throughout her whole career here at Georgia, has been that blue-collar worker. Until playing under Coach Abe, really hasn't been asked to score. And Coach Abe told us today at shoot-around she would like to see more of that offensive production for number 20 in red.
When you talk about LSU, it's crazy we haven't mentioned Angel Reese's name yet, but the Naismith National Player of the Week. There she is getting a touch inside for the first time. Flau'jae Johnson, short, gets her own rebound, misses the second chance. LSU will kill you on the offensive glass.
That is a major factor for Georgia to be in this.
Damari Flournoy.
Georgia has got to rebound with LSU. The versatility of Angel Reese is just so impressive.
Michaela Williams will swing it over to Van Lith. In the corner to Flau'jae Johnson, too much. And this will stay with the Tigers.
No, she didn't touch it. That's a good call.
Van Lith, 12 seconds. Morrow will look to shoot immediately, and she has all 4 of LSU's points.
When we talk about, a lot of people think Angel Reese is the hands-down SEC Player of the Year. I think Aneesah Morrow is one that should get some looks because she has been so consistent for LSU, not just scoring, but the defense. That's what I like about Aneesah Morrow's game.
The steal, the bucket. Morrow has all 6 of LSU's points.
You got to remember, Aneesah Morrow coming out of DePaul, she was an All-American, so she was a steal for Kim Mulkey.
Just a junior. Already 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in her career. The fadeaway. This Georgia team they're near the bottom of the SEC standings, but they have been playing their best basketball. They pushed number 1 South Carolina harder than anybody thought they would.
I think the sense of urgency, and a big part for Georgia is Javin Nicholson. She has really, when your best player is playing their hardest and battling, it makes everybody else step their game up.
Nicholson, number 35 in red, 2 seconds while the shot clock resets.
Then it took a while for the officials to recognize that the shot clock had reset.
So 1 second. And Javin Nicholson did not get it off in time. And Aneesah Morrow has 6 of their 8 points.
Well, and I'm looking at the rebounding. LSU has 5 rebounds. 4 of them are on the offensive end.
And no surprise, this team is so good at offensive rebounding. They're second in the nation in that category. They get almost 18 offensive boards a game.
Watching the attention that is paid to Angel Reese. 2 people were on the backside to make sure she didn't get on the offensive board.
Morrow already has 8. LSU now 4 for 4.
Kim Mulkey talking about Aneesah Morrow said she doesn't have a bad day. She brings it every single day, not just in games, but every day in practice.
You know, talking to Aneesah, we said, what's your why? What gives you that motor? And she said, you know, I was injured 3 years in a row at one point in my career. I just am grateful for every day I get to step out on the court.
And don't you love that? A player that does not take for granted this opportunity she gets to play this game.
Flournoy trying for her second big bucket of the night. No. Michaela Williams will push. Williams for 3. And Coach Abe calls timeout. 7-0 run for LSU over the last 90 seconds. Damari Flanoy drives, kicks back to Avenger, lets it fly.
LSU lost to Auburn and to Mississippi State. We're like, how did that happen? And those two teams attacked LSU off the dribble, and they penetrate in and then kick. That's what we saw from Georgia.
Angel Reese stripped of the ball. Guess who's on the floor looking for it? Aneesah Morrow.
She is everywhere. Morrow is. That energy and hustle. Listen, this is why Aneesah Morrow came to LSU. She wanted to be in the position. Oh, that's a trip right there by Henderson.
They called her for the foul. Haley Van Lith at the free throw line. 3 seasons at Louisville before coming to LSU. 23 straight free throws made now. I waited until after she hit that.
I was wondering what you were waiting on.
The announcer jigs, people think that's a real thing.
Courtney, you can't be scared.
Georgia coming off that win over Florida, their best game of the season, and ended a 4-game losing streak. Javin Nicholson for 2. How has LSU handled this zone so far?
Well, they've been patient, and there's been a lot of good ball movement, and then rebounding against the zone has been key.
Flanoy will kick out to Avenger. Yes! She's crushed 2 threes. Williams driving. There's been a learning curve with this zone. We mentioned it's a matchup. It's different than a normal zone that you would see. And this is just the second year that Coach Abe has been at Georgia, and a lot of new faces out there trying to learn it. Avenger's on one. Last year, Poa running things for LSU.
Poa has made a big difference for LSU also. Coming in, running the point.
Take some of the load off of Haley Van Lith. When Van Lith in the game, she can go to the 2, her natural position. 3 offensive rebounds.
If you watch how when she puts the shot up, her head's up, her base is low, and she's ready to explode back up to make sure she finishes the job.
Michaela Williams with the steal. Missed the layup, but got it back. Flage just cruising.
I like how LSU can play 2 different styles. They can run fast in transition. And then Kim Mulkey told last year Poa, whoa, she wants her team to execute in the half court.
Van Lith looking for her shot. Something about the buzzer sets Haley Van Lith off. Now, Ohio State, a very scary team. Again, they're coming in at number 2 overall, so one of those 4 1 seeds. I think one of the most interesting things was the committee had South Carolina and Iowa in the same regional, meaning they would have to play in the Elite 8 before one of those teams would make the Final 4.
That's going to be interesting to see, but I'm going to tell you, the reveal that came out today, after the conference tournaments, I think there's going to be another shakeup. It's kind of like playing Yahtzee.
I haven't played Yahtzee in years.
I love that game. It's kind of like poker with dice.
Well, LSU ended the quarter on a 7-0 run. Javin Nicholson got an open look there.
Organized transition is what Georgia has going on, and they are finding great opportunities when they run.
Flage Johnson banks it. Here's Nicholson. She's got a size advantage on Van Lith, but Van Lith almost had the steal. Possession arrow is pointing to LSU.
Nicholson matched up, had a size advantage, but Haley Van Lith stayed in there and got the possession for LSU.
I'm talking to Haley at shoot-around today. She's having to think less. It's coming more naturally playing that point guard position. How does she get her teammates involved? Who needs to get going? What play will get them going?
She said something real interesting. She said she even watches her teammates in warm-ups, and she sees if somebody looks like they're getting ready to have a good game, she is intentional about getting them the basketball. They just look for each other. Their chemistry has really developed throughout this season.
Flajay Johnson with the offensive board. That's 10 offensive rebounds for LSU. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And it's a turnover.
It started out with Aneesah Morrow, but Flajay Johnson, she also has had an impact as well. She knows how to get the ball to number 10. And then look at Big Foe on the glass, getting the offensive rebound and the putback for the Tigers.
She's feeling better, played on Sunday under the weather. Still had a pretty nice stat line.
Yeah, Kim Mulkey said she didn't even know if she was going to be available to play because she didn't practice the day before.
Well, she had 9.7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 blocks with an illness.
Yeah, Avenger's got to play with pace, but with composure.
Tanaya Thompson. Van Lith. Got it. And with this lineup, with Poa out there, Van Lith can look for her shot a little bit more.
That's her natural position, and she is a scorer, Haley Van Lith. With Caitlin Clark making that announcement that she's going to be available for the draft, put her combined with Aaliyah Boston in Indianapolis.
Wow.
Watch out.
Thompson in transition. Kayla Williams just short. Aneesah Morrow under the basket. That's a 2 from Thompson.
When you're playing LSU, you have to jockey for position. You've got to anticipate that any player could pull the trigger at any time, and you got to put a body on Angel Reese.
Morrow up to 12.
It's a good sign for Morrow kind of get out of a slump. Over her last 4 games, she was shooting in the low 30%. It was just a matter of time for number 24 to bounce back.
Thompson outnumbered, short.
Oh, what a pass.
One-handed.
Look at Aneesah Morrow playing defense. I love it. Look at this. She gets down low in a stance.
Thompson hits it, though, outside the paint. Michaela Williams not afraid of a little contact. Shot clock still on. And a travel by Flournoy.
LSU worked on situations at the end of shoot-around today. And it's something you can tell they've prepared for because Kim Mulkey would call a play and all of her plays would get right into it.
The crisp ball movement is a thing of beauty. Avenger with the heave. And a 0 second chance points for Georgia in that first half. Now for tonight's Star Stories, it's brought to you by Home Depot. Just a little taste of what's to come.
Just a little tease.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Now Georgia has come out in a looks like man-to-man defense to change things up.
We played a lot of that against Florida on Sunday.
Almost 100% man-to-man against the Gators.
Got the win. Thompson misses, and here goes LSU. Van Lith back to Michaela Williams in transition, no. Step back from Avenger.
See how LSU pushing in transition, and then you got shooters.
Flage misses, but Aneesah Morrow with the rebound. Second chance for Flage for two.
You cause LSU to miss that first shot, but then they just continue to hunt rebounds and then pay them off.
LSU with its largest lead here. A win tonight gets them a 2 seed in the SEC tournament. South Carolina has already clinched the 1 seed.
One of the best post combos in the country. I think they rival Cameron Brink and Kiki Ariafen at Stanford. Wouldn't it be interesting if Stanford and LSU met in the tournament? Oh, that'd be fun to watch.
I think there's going to be a lot of fun games in the tournament. Chloe Chapman's pass stolen away by Aneesah Morrow.
Ooh.
Flage just makes it look easy. She's in the double figures.
You know, this team, they call it the show. Everywhere they go, they bring a crowd. When you look at this crowd that's here today, and it's because it's not just that LSU's here. They put on a show, and they give the people what they want.
Like Angel Reese with the big block right there.
Well, Angel Reese is always looking for opportunities to be the eraser defensively, and then, woo, the step through to the middle for Flage. That's nice.
Javin Nicholson looking for points. She only has 4 points. She had 20 plus in their last 3 games. Flage to Angel. Katie Abrahamson Henderson with the timeout. LSU a win today or a win Sunday, and they get the number 2 seed.
It'll be interesting to see what happens on Sunday. You know, Tennessee plays South Carolina, and they are trying to hold on to that 4th spot, because if Alabama wins, Alabama would win the tiebreaker, and they could flip positions. Dun, dun, dun.
I love it. Tournament time. Courtney Lyle and Carolyn Peck with you from Athens. LSU has taken over. Georgia has not scored here in the 3rd quarter yet, and it's Tania Thompson at the free throw line. This is the first. You mentioned one of those games, Coach Peck. Number 1, South Carolina trying to make history, trying to stay undefeated when they host Tennessee at noon Eastern, and then little ACC action, Notre Dame and Louisville, a top 25 battle for you, followed by Duke, North Carolina at 4.
Georgia's gone back to their zone.
Came out in the second half in a man defense.
Ooh.
Van Lith, extra step.
I thought she traveled first, but hey, she's smiling. She knows she got away with it.
And Coach Abe just got a technical.
I believe Coach Abe saw that travel too, as I thought she traveled on the takeoff. She shuffled her feet, and then she took an extra step there.
Yeah.
Coach Abe's got an argument.
And Van Lith gets them both.
You see Coach Abe say she traveled. I agree with you, Coach. Now with LSU, this underneath out of bounds, that tip right to Haley Van Lith from from Angel Reese. We've seen that work a lot.
Savannah Henderson ready to catch and shoot. Gets the home bounce.
The handles from Flazé Johnson, that's another area of improvement of her game. And Georgia's going to have to find some offense quickly.
Flazé Johnson might give it to them. No offense for Georgia, but LSU will take that bucket.
Doesn't LSU look like a different team we saw in December and January on the defensive end?
I think they look different. I've seen in the last 3 games they've played in person, and I think they're getting better every game.
The intensity and the trust. When you look at the pressure that LSU will put on you on the perimeter, Javin Nicholson hasn't had a touch in a minute.
She's 2 for 8 from the field with 4 points. Nicholson, a player that the last 3 games was averaging 26 points per game. There she is, spinning around Reese.
Yeah, I think Nicholson, she's got a terrific pro body, and I think that she can take over a game. Georgia's got to play through number 35 in red. How did she get that up?
She's Aneesah Morrow.
That's true. I mean, Morrow is an undersized post player, but she has terrific footwork.
Nicholson to the elbow.
WNBA GMs have called about Nicholson that she could potentially be a draft choice. And she can be a stretch 4, which is a coveted position in the WNBA.
Nicholson again, back to back.
And this rotation is going to be key for LSU through the tournament. They can get good minutes out of Del Rosario and rotate in, keep Angel Reese and Aneesah Morrow fresh.
Because LSU doesn't have a ton of depth.
No. Last year, Poa was the other player that would come in off the bench.
They only go about 7 deep. Damari Flanoy. Chloe Chapman on the run. Started her career as a dual sport athlete, playing soccer and basketball here at Georgia. Lady Bulldogs on a 16-4 run. And a travel gives it back to Georgia. Well, Coach Abe told us they're going to look at all these games as playing in 4-minute chunks. Win the 4 minutes. As opposed to looking at the whole 40 minutes at one time.
Because you can get overwhelmed.
Four seconds. Talking to Javin today at shoot-around, she said, I wanted to go out and I realized that my time at Georgia is coming to an end. I want to go out and prove that I can play with the South Carolinas, the LSUs of the SEC.
She also liked the fact that she's on national television tonight.
A carrying call against Michaela Williams. They've been outscored 19-15 here in the third quarter. 6 seconds for Flournoy. Got the three. No bucket. They most recently played at Tennessee on Sunday, and Tennessee had a season-high 15,228 fans, the largest crowd in Knoxville for a Lady Vol game since 2015.
Huge crowd at Auburn, huge crowd at Mississippi State.
But right now, Georgia is making them work. They're on a 14-0 run. Make it 16-0.
Uh-oh. Here come the Bulldogs.
Angel Reese can't stop it. Nicholson back to Chloe Chapman. Eight seconds. Chapman in the corner.
That would have been big. They were patient to get the shot they wanted. Chapman just not able to knock it down.
Good kick to Van Lith. Right to the SEC logo. Short. Aneesah Morrow, and that ends the 16-0 run.
And I thought Haley Van Lith got fouled on her jumper.
Flournoy is one of those shooters. Misses there. Reese with the rebound. And we'll see Michaela Williams shoot some free throws. And it's Giannis and the Bucks squaring off against the Bulls. Coverage begins with NBA countdown at 7 Eastern. First foul against Amaya Evans of Georgia.
The battle that Angel Reese has to go through, because she is going after every rebound. You see the contact that she plays through. There is no quit in number 10. Angel Reese continues to battle.
Flage in trouble. The kick out, 6 seconds. And one coming. Talk about a motor.
No quit in Angel Reese. She continued. She was jockeying for position on the backside. Then when it came to her on the reverse, the drive, the strength that Angel Reese has to finish through contact is impressive.
Second foul against Evans. Angel Reese takes more free throws per game than anyone. She's 5th in the nation in free throws made per game.
It was interesting talking to her about in the Tennessee game, she wasn't shooting the ball very well, and she was out of the game, but came to the huddle in a timeout and told her teammates, I need you. She said, I'm having an off night shooting-wise. She said, you know, I'm always going to play defense and rebound, but the rest of her team, especially Haley Van Lith, stepped up.
Kim Mulkey said it was really cool to hear that in the huddle. It's not the Angel Reese show at LSU, not in her mind.
No, not at all. And her team is endeared to her. She can request them to step their play up, and they respond.
Van Lith, 15 now for Haley. Coming off that season high 26 at Tennessee.
You know, I watch LSU play. This could very easily be a Final Four team.
Why?
Because, number one, when it comes to the tournament, you've got to be a tough defensive team, right? And Kim Mulkey talks about how many national championship teams have won it without having a dominant post play. And I don't think that there are very many, and she's got that with
in her second year, brought home the very first national championship in LSU women's basketball history.
In every season of Kim Mulkey's career as a head coach,
Georgia went on a 16-0 run, but they haven't scored in 4 minutes. 21 second chance points.
That's where they make a living.
Georgia has 1 second chance point. All 5 of LSU starters are in double-figure points. 7th SEC game that's happened.
I'm really impressed with the intensity that they have played with.
Flage driving to the elbow, give her 14.
And the other thing that I like about this LSU team, everybody knows their job. There's nobody selfish, nobody trying to just get theirs.
Van Lith looking more and more comfortable. Cole in and out. Georgia only 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And Kim Mulkey calls timeout to get her subs in. Angel Reese with a double-double, her 19th of the season, 17 points, 15 rebounds.
Just another day at the office.
Haley Van Lith with 18.
But watch Haley Van Lith. This is an improvement here. Look at how far out and how close to a quicker player that she is daring to play. You would not have seen Van Lith take that chance early in the season.
Angelica Velez, number 1 in for LSU. Amani Bartlett, number 2 in gold, also in. Poa in the corner, her first points. There's your bench points. That's going to be a foul.
Much improved offensive production than what the game they had against Tennessee.
Yeah, they shot a season low 33% from the field in that game. And they took their most field goal attempts since 1983. Their most field goal attempts since 1983. They still won.
They continue to battle. And South Carolina worked their way back in, but that was a battle, play for play. Yeah, I'd say the fans would love to see that.
Yeah, LSU led by as many as 11 points in that first quarter.
Yeah, big shot by Bree Bill. The drive by Raven Johnson just helped South Carolina to chip away to secure the win.
For Georgia, this most likely their final home game of the season, and that means the final home game for Jordan Cole and Javin Nicholson. Got a little emotional talking to us about it.
Yeah, they said that this hasn't been the season that they would have hoped for.
Georgia not in the NCAA tournament field. Probably have to win the SEC tournament to get there.
We have seen some entertaining games and some surprises that have happened once that tournament starts.
20th time this season that LSU has scored 80 points.
When you focus so much on defense, sometimes you lose your offensive rhythm. Well, that is back for the Tigers.
Johute, no. LSU less than 30 seconds away from its 7th straight win. And they can hold it here. A team that is peaking at the right time. The postseason less than a week away, and Kim Mulkey's crew looks pretty polished.